Hello, in this video I finally got a game in of Kings of War. This is a 2,500 point game with my friend Andy. Okay, let's go. So here we have Andy's fantastic force. This is the Brotherhood, I believe.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
In case go over the miniatures, who they are, manufacturer or...
It's a mixture actually. They're gripping beasts and
Is it Fireforge?
yeah, and also there are some Perry miniatures there.
Perry miniatures, right. And they do look absolutely fantastic. And I think they're going to wreck my face.
A lot of them are painted with contrast paints or using inks and metals.
Okay, is there any, obviously there's a theme behind this force. Can you go over that?
Yeah, so it's really it's the conquistadors and or the reconquistadors of Spain. So a lot of this would be, but it's
like El Cid sort of thing.
yeah, it is, but it's a bit of a mixed kind of period. So you've got early conquistadors and also then later medieval conquistadors. So it's sort of probably from 1100 to about 1400 armor style anyway. But
Okay.
it's a nice mix.
Yeah.
And the kind of logic between on this is the striking force is obviously
They're big heavy cavalry, I imagine.
heavy carry units, and on both flanks, and the centre force is really designed to hold the enemy while basically the two
so it's
flanks.
like a pincer maneuver, right? Okay.
So,
Well, we've not set up yet, so you're giving your tactics away now.
True. I can always adapt. And the two bowman units here are really to protect the flanks of the centre holding force.
Okay.
So if anything does get behind the knights or something breaks through, then at least there's something there to protect the main striking force of the centre. So it really kind of just holds up. Now the flexibility of it is to swap out these two martyr units and bring in the heavy and also breakthrough in the centre by using two basically units here, and then using the martyrs again to hold up the flank.
So many flags.
And then using the bow to protect the martyrs.
Okay. And how long did it take to paint? Do you any idea?
Well, it's probably been going on for quite a long time. Some of this has been quite old painting, and then recently I used contrast paints to sort of do some of the quicker units.
Is that the ones there?
Yeah, both the bow units and these martyrs and these units are all used contrast. So they're very quick. So it took me, when we decided to eventually get a game in, I did it in about 3 weeks.
That is phenomenal.
Yeah, so the only problem is I've got to improve the basing a bit.
Okay, and so you're using this as the Brotherhood today?
Yeah.
And this is 2,500 points?
2,500 points, yeah.
Okay, so now I'll show my force. So here's what I'm taking my 2,500 point Undead. Horde of zombies, regiment of skeleton warriors, 3 balefire catapults, horde of zombie trolls, goblites, 2 regiments of ghouls, 2 troops of wraiths, regiment of Revenant Cavalry, regiment of Revenants, regiment of Spear Skeletons, and then a Leech King, Vampire Lord, and 3 Necromancers. This hasn't really got a theme to it. It's what I've been painting for the last 2 months. So I'm going to see how it does in action. Looking at Andy's force, I think I'm in for a bit of a beating, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so now it's on to deployment. So this is Andy's deployment for the Invade mission. I'm staring down at lots of heavy knights. So come around so you can see better how it looks on this side. Very impressive, all those flags, must say.
They do make it army.
And my Undead, pretty much done into 2 flanks. Not sure how I'm going to survive against this lot, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we'll play turn 1 and then we'll see how the game is then. Okay, so end of turn 1, my shooting has managed to wipe out that unit of bowmen there, and very little else has been touched on the opposing army. I've advanced a bit, but I think now I'm in threat range of those cavalry. So let's brace for impact. So the first turn of the Brotherhood is over, after some shooting at the vampire, but sadly 3 1s were rolled to wound.
Yeah,
So there they are, the 3 1s. So the vampire is...
Do you mind if I throw these out the window?
No, you're fine. They're my dice. So they're advancing upon me and they're about to charge. Next turn. So I need to do as much as I can. So end of turn 2 for the undead. The ghouls managed to get a wild charge onto this unit of cavalry. Did a bit of damage, not enough to waver it sadly. The race managed to jump on them, get a bit of damage in there as well. And sadly I'm unimpressed with my zombie trolls. They charged in and they whiffed their attacks. I think was it 4 hits or something like that from the zombie trolls. Luckily the Goreblight did a bit of damage, even though it's hindered, it managed to do a bit of damage. And here I'm just getting ready for this cavalry to come in. Okay, onto the Brotherhood's turn. So Andy's charged this horde of knights and he's got 32 attacks into my zombies. So let's look at his bucket of dice. Are you hitting on 4s? Okay.
Oh dear God, look at this. That's 1,
I'd rather not.
2,
It's going to be painful.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
17, and you're crushing strength 2. You're rooting on... Doesn't matter.
Charge on 2.
You're rooting on 2s because the zombies have defense 2. Because they're zombies. They're bags of rotting corpses. Oof. So how much damage is that then?
Oh, quite a few ones in there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12 points damage, okay. And do you want to roll it? I'll get a 12 damage. Now, I think their nerve is actually quite impressive. Let me just check their nerve.
Probably quite impressive because they're dead.
Is 20/22. So you need to get a 10 to destroy the unit.
Not 5.
5. No, I think I'll stick with that. So they managed to survive. I'm impressed with the zombies now. I thought they were gone for there. Okay, so end of turn 2 for the Brotherhood. That unit of ghouls has gone pop. The vampire is still there. Sadly, the archers tried again. The wraiths managed to hold off, as did the Goreblight and the zombie trolls. And surprisingly, the zombies managed to survive that horde of knights.
Complete frontal charge.
And that ghouls managed to survive as well. So now it's on to the undead turn 3. Okay, so end of my turn 3. The vampire managed to do a bit of damage on that unit there. Not enough to break them. Slowly advanced here. Turn to face this coming threat. Haven't damaged this unit here. And here, sadly, I managed to destroy the unit of knights with the wraiths and the zombies.
And martyrs as well. Here in front.
Oh, and the unit of martyrs as well. So yeah, the zombie trolls munched on them. So it's looking a bit grim now for the Brotherhood. But I think they've got some more reserves coming in here of this big unit of knights, which might plug in some gaps. Okay, so turn 3 over for the Brotherhood. They did a few attacks on the Vampire Lord. Managed to hold off there. Attacked the wraiths. They managed to hold off again. Almost got the skeletons, so some lucky nerve rolls there. And have managed to destroy the Goreblight that was in combat there. And the rest have backed off there as best they can. So 45 attacks here on this unit. Hitting on 5 because of the terrain. So take out the misses. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is going to be...
I think they're gone, to be honest.
I think this might be them seeing the better value of running away. Oh, look, there's a few misses there.
Well, it's not as bad as I thought it was.
No.
It's bad, but it's not.
And your defence is it 4 for them? They're lighter ones, aren't they?
Yeah, 4.
So 4's close to wound. So 1, 2, 3.
Oh, may have.
So I was 1 point. There we are. So yeah, did 3 points damage on them. That was shockingly bad. Oh.
From my point of view, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, from your point of view, it's fantastic. But 3, that's their wavering, so that's going to be 14. I think that might be them gone.
Yep. Yeah, they're actually gone because of the wave.
Okay, fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah, that unit has gone. Of combat, they're wavering. They sadly managed to hold off against the Revenant and the Vampire. They're steady. The Revenant
Martyrs went.
destroyed the Martyrs in one swift go. Managed to hold off here. They're still holding on there. And over there, the ghouls obviously munched on that unit of cavalry. Okay, so now I'm ready for this big unit here to come riding into the victory. So this is the end of the turn for the Brotherhood. They almost destroyed the Vampire, but her Inspiring kept her in the fight. Some damage on the Skeletons. Been shot at by the archers over there. The Knights have turned around again. They're not sure what they're doing, these Knights, I don't think.
Fully deployed in the first place.
Yeah. And this unit here saw the better part of Valorous to run away from the Wraiths, which I can't blame them. Over here, there's a bit of a slug match going on between the zombie Wraiths and what are those Martyrs? Or
No, they're just ordered a Brotherhood foot.
Brotherhood foot, okay. And over there, the Undead is going to keep marching forward. Okay, on to the Undead's turn. Turn 5. Sadly, that unit still holds on. As does that unit over there. And this unit was going to be routed, but with the Inspiring reroll, it now is just holding there, and it passes Wavering test with Headstrong. Haven't managed to engage over there. Managed to wipe them out, and that unit's just advanced over there. And now it's food on the table.
Yeah, reinforcements over there.
It's the end of turn 5 for the Brotherhood. The Vampire Lord is still holding on.
Yeah, she's going to go soon.
Yeah, she's wavering. She's well, not wavering, but she's going to be dead soon. Here, got a side charge from these archers. Useless. That's the verdict there. That's useless. And nothing much else really is going on the centre, just back and forth. Okay, so now it's on to what could be the last turn for the Undead.
Oh, I think so.
So that is the end of turn 6 for the Undead. These guys are still hanging around. They just do not want to go away. Over here, that big unit of Knights has popped. Exploded, yeah. They kind of bounced off here. And over there, obviously, they just moved into the deployment zone to claim, because it is an invade mission. Okay, on to the turn of the Brotherhood. This is the end of the game now. These units haven't... You can maybe tell by the sounds of the Brotherhood, they're not happy with the results.
Nah, it's fine.
It's managed to hold off here, sadly. Yeah, the end result is 10 points to the Undead and sadly 0 points to the brave defenders of purity.
Didn't even kill the vampire.
The Brotherhood. Now, they didn't kill the vampire. So I managed to get this unit, this unit, this unit, and this unit in 12 inches of the deployment zone. Or so within the deployment zone rather, or touch the deployment zone, so they count for the invade. Sadly, I wasn't able to get my unit of Revenant Cavalry in. Okay, so that's been the game. So, any thoughts on how it went, Andy? Any highlights? Anything you think you'd do differently?
Yeah, I originally had the thought of putting all my cav over one side and just sweeping you, which I think probably was the way I should have. And then my foot just holding it, given that you were a lot slower than me. So, yeah, from my original deployment to then what I changed my mind to is the disaster.
Yeah, that's it.
Ensued. But, yeah, good game.
Yeah, I find when you do that in games, when you go, this is my game plan, and then last minute you decide to change it, that's when disaster strikes. You're like, why? And you think, why did I change this?
So, guys, when you're looking at my deployment, I originally thought over to the right and just...
It means up to this side here, and sweep down along this flank here.
But I put the cav behind the infantry, which was never a good deployment.
Well, I did that as well, so I think we both did that wrong, but you did it more. You've got more cavalry than me. Yeah. You've got... an abundance of cavalry.
But I'm surprised about these guys, and probably will redesign the army to have
those guys are absolutely... Those were just ridiculously tough to crack through. I think it was the generation that was doing it for them.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, there's been a battle report of Kings of War, 2,500 points. Undead versus Brotherhood. Okay. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, put a comment below. As always, I'll catch you later.